Hey, it's Milton Daily Homes Chuck here, and we're actually on the road today. I'm on a course. I'm here on my lunch break, and so we're going to bring you the listings. I mean, that's our commitment level to you. So, 11 properties today, and so the first one up is 1182 Bernard. It's at 299.9. I have seen these models list for less. This is the small one. It's the I think the Ashfield Cherry Hill, 1051 square feet, 2 bedroom, one full washroom, one powder room on the main level. 2 car parking is always good. There's some great hardwood floors here. The thing is, I think as long as these guys are under 300, they're probably safe. This bedroom here, you can fit a queen size bed. There's not a lot of extra room there. And there you go. You've got a good looking view. You got some privacy just off to the side there. And overall, it looks like a good listing too. This is actually the first phase that they built these was just off of Bennett there, and it's a further east location than a lot of the other ones. A little bit more years on it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's lots of parks close by. It's a good location. 101 Livingston is a townhouse. It's 379, and so it's got a finished basement here. It's 3 bedrooms. There's a little bit of a sitting area, it looks like, in the front. It looks like they've actually I don't know if they've opened the wall up or if that's how it's built. Definitely something you'd want to check to see if they have changed walls. And then you've got a kitchen here, and I mean, it looks almost brand new, and Livingston's not a new street. I mean, you figure these homes in that neighborhood are between 5 and 10 years old, but to me it almost looks like they ripped out the kitchen. And then there's your basement too. So I would check to make sure there's grass in the backyard. I mean, if it's all interlock, I mean, some people aren't thrilled at that, but it definitely, it's low maintenance, and it's not cheap to put that stuff in. So I think possibly even here you might be able to do 2 cars. Hard to say from the listing, but 379 mid-November possession on this one. Looks like a good listing. I just don't know how big it is, so it's hard to comment on the exact value. So 164 McDougall. It's a Fern Ridge semi-detached, 1664 square feet. 416.8. Again, a lot of semis up in this range, and there are bigger semis for less money. So it's got a great layout. It's a lot like the Croftside model for the townhomes, but a lot bigger than that. Laundry upstairs, so you got your stainless steel, your dark appliances. Double sinks in the master is always a smart decision. Nobody ever complains with having 2 sinks in the master. So if you're going to the builder, that's something you can definitely do. Double padding. The underpad, the feeling you get when you walk into a home with good thick underpad is terrific. Okay, so lot crescent, kind of an interesting approach. They use the front. The first picture is really a map, and I guess you really have to look at it and say what's the best way to give a first impression. It says it backs into a green space. That's not correct, but we've got a semi-detached here. It says it is about 2,600 square feet, so I assume that's including the finished basement. There's 4 bedrooms. The kitchen overlooks the family room there. There's still the blue on the appliances. And so there you go. I mean, it's hard to shoot a vacant house. November 30th is the possession they're looking for. 1054 fourth line. It's at 459. It's a 2,100 square foot home. Actually, really good price for that, especially considering it's got some hardwood floors. But the only way to really tell that is just by definitely waiting for the pictures or going to check it out. It is across from the pond. It's right at the end of 4th line, just basically a little bit north of Louis St. Laurent. Featherstone is a 474. It's a semi-detached. It's a 28 by 100 foot lot, so it's a good sized piece of land. I've seen this one before. When these guys bought it, I guess when it was listed previously, I've seen it. There's a fireplace. The kitchen can be a real nice gathering space there. Lots of pot lights here. Master bedroom has a fireplace. Double sinks again in the ensuite. The basement's done, so there's lots of great things here. You've got a ton of money that's been spent in the backyard. Nice, 474. It's a fully detached home too. Okay, so 349 Tonelli is 529. It says it's Summerfield. I don't really know what model that is. Kitchen says 1+1, so potentially, I mean, I don't know if there's a kitchen somewhere else in here. Looks like it's got some upgrades, granite countertops, but I don't know the size. It says 2,000 to 2,500. There was what I consider to be, a pretty attractive sale on Tonelli. I mean, from a buying perspective, I think, it almost pushed the sales down a bit. But anyhow, I mean, 529 might be a fair range. Hard to say without seeing photos. 680 Santa Maria looks a lot like the home that was profiled yesterday with the big premium lot. So they're saying this is 2470 square feet, 43 by 101 foot property. Got a good looking kitchen here, upgraded flooring. And the one yesterday I think had this closed off, if it is in fact the same model. I love when the builder's mirrors get ripped out. That's a great thing. Got a bit of a mudroom on the main floor. And then there you go. So, whoops, we actually just zoomed this in a little bit here. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, there we go. And that's what happens when the laptop is basically jammed into your gut. Vanderwood model on bigger heights. Okay, so we're looking at 3,000 square feet, all brick. So you've got a main floor living dining. There's also a den right at the front of the house. There's your kitchen, stainless steel appliances. I like the look of the backsplash there. You've got some extra pantry space. Got to be careful with this that kids aren't, falling down the stairs. But it's a good-sized family room. Sometimes we see the fireplace on this side. They've actually changed that around. The hardwood floors in there too. Double sink, so today's the double sink day. It's a standard. It's now actually this one is normally a 46-foot lot, so this is a 50-foot lot. So you might get a couple feet extra width on this one. Okay, so 1569 Jarvie. It's a 3,700 square foot home for $639. They've really, the prices have really changed. It used to be if you had this home, a Westmoreland, like 700 was kind of the norm. But that's changed. The top price ranges have really changed a lot. So great looking hardwood. That's a classic color that's going to last you. That'll still be in style 20 years from now. Fireplace. Okay, so you've got a separate office. You've got separate living, separate dining. It's a good classic layout. Upgraded counters on this one. The laundry's just behind. I think that's a great look right there too. I don't know if they slide or what they're doing, but I think it looks terrific. It keeps the open concept, and it's just a nice visual difference there. Okay, so lots of interlock in the back. Pretty low maintenance, and the gardens look like they're perennials. They look like they wouldn't be too hard to control. You got a hot tub back there. It's a great deal. It's really, really good. 5 bedrooms on this model and tons of space. Okay, so the last one's Southcott. 1.179. It's a triple car garage. It's on about between 2 and 3 acres. Pool, you've got a houndstooth parquet. You can't build this home for the price that they're asking. Skylight in the kitchen. You've got a built-in oven right into the brick wall there. Just a terrific, looking home. You've got a sunroom here with a trampoline. Bet you that's not included with the sale, but it's even heated here. Just beautiful stuff. Imagine taking a swim in that pool. You're in complete privacy. It's got the iron fence there if you've got kids, so it's close to town too. It's 5th Side Road in Esquessing, which is basically kind of like 4th line. So really good. I like this one. I like how close it is to town. I think that's a real benefit. And that's the list for today. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.